this major political shakeup in Italy, and the Prime Minister, Matteo Renzi, is resigning after voters rejected his plan for constitutional reform. It's a movement viewed as anti-establishment, similar to what we've seen here in the United States with the election of Donald Trump. And we're going to speak with Steve Hilton about it. He's a former strategy director for David Cameron and the CrowdPack CEO. It's good to see you there once again, Mr. Hilton. So obviously, David Cameron is someone who knows all too well about this. Now Matteo Renzi goes the same way. You know, I saw some articles last week saying, I wonder if Brexit and the Trump thing were kind of one-offs, not related to each other. But fair to say we have a trend here of these anti-establishment populist movements around the world?
Yeah, I think it's a really, really clear trend. Look, every country is different, every vote is different, but there's a common thread, which is people are revolting against what I would describe as arrogant ruling elites that have lost touch with the reasons that they're elected. And although the individual cases may be different, that's the common thread. Now, in this particular case, the Prime Minister of Italy said, in order to get things done, I want to centralize power and then we can move things forward. And the people said, actually, we don't want to give you the power because you've done a lousy job with the economy. And that's another thing that all these different situations have in common. People just want the basics of a decent economy. They want good jobs. They want rising incomes. And they feel that increasingly the decisions about those things are made by forces outside their control, by big global interests and bureaucrats and so on, whether that's the EU or big corporations. And I think that is underlying this mood of populism everywhere.
There's a picture that has been getting a lot of attention on the internet today because it comes from this year, April of 2016, where you see kind of the big five world leaders, here it is,
oh, yeah,
all standing together, and the only person in this group that's running for re-election next year that's even hoping to hang on is Angela Merkel, right, in Germany. The rest are either out or on their way out.
That's right. Huh. They're all gone, and I think that in a way that there's something about that photo that actually captures the elite's arrogance. But certainly in the case of Renzi in Italy and also David Cameron, who I used to work for in the UK, they couldn't imagine for a second that they would lose these referendums because they thought that, you know, they know what's going on and they know what's best for their country, and they didn't imagine that their threat to resign if they lost the vote would actually happen. Just as Obama couldn't imagine, I think, that his chosen successor, Hillary Clinton, wouldn't win here in America.
There it is. I think you hit on the absolute key in all of this, because it was true election night here in the United States as well. People couldn't imagine the opposite result. That was true the Brexit night, too, right? They just couldn't get it through their heads to say, no, that's never going to happen. And that's probably the worst mistake you can make, right?
That's exactly right, and it's because there are so many people, I think, for years now, who have felt that whoever they vote for, whoever wins elections, whether it's the left or the right, Republicans, Democrats, Labour, Conservative, you name it, nothing really changes in their lives. Now, with the Brexit vote, the referendum in Italy, and with Trump, you've got three abilities to express a point of view that's really different, that could really result in big change. And that's why the predictions were so off, because people, a whole bunch of people came out to vote that had given up on politics and now thought, here's a chance to really make a difference.
Well, there should be some lessons learned. We'll see, you know, if they are, I guess, over time. But Steve Hilton, good to see you. Thank you very much for coming on.
Great to be with you.